Narcissism from a Spiritual Perspective, Part 28. Let's talk about the Generational Cursebreaker. The enemy knows just how strong the awakened Generational Cursebreaker can be. And that's why the enemy most likely will send a narcissist in the path of the Generational Cursebreaker. And how that narcissist enters into that generational curse breaker's path is through a wound, an inner child wound that perhaps that person has never addressed. And that was the door to have access. And there are different types of spirits operating inside of the narcissist, right? And for this video, I'm going to talk about the covert narcissist, which I believe is the most evil of them all, because you can't right away tell if someone is a narcissist because they do such a great job at putting on a mask. The covert narcissist has an agenda, okay? The way their brain is wired, they cannot love anybody in a proper way. They only care about their own needs. Life always revolves around themselves, and they are able to justify all of their actions, no matter how evil they are, as long as it protects them, because they are in survival mode and they just want to protect themselves. So imagine the enemy, right? He's looking around for God's chosen people, and he's going to identify one of God's chosen, and he's going to do whatever he can to dim their light. And what better way to dim the light of a chosen one is by sending them a narcissist, someone who appears to love them, value them, share the same qualities as them, but there's a agenda behind it. And if you've dealt with a narcissist, you can understand that it's demonic. That dynamic, that dance is a demonic way of taking God's children down. The narcissist will get the trust, right, of the generational cursebreaker, God's chosen, right? But the minute the chosen one wakes up and starts holding the narcissist accountable for their ways, that's when they receive a narcissistic injury. And when you injure a narcissist, it's war. That's when their demons come out to play, and that's when the mask slips off and you get to see their true colors. And it could be completely shocking because the person that they presented themselves to you is not truly who they were. You see, they had to protect themselves and they had to lie, because if you really knew who they were, you wouldn't have given them the time of day. And so they have to basically, the world is like their theater, and they have to play this actor, play this role to gain the validation from people, and those that see their ways become public enemy number one. And so as quick as you were put up on a pedestal, because that's their game, is as quick as they're going to take you down, and they're going to smear your name, and they're going to try to control the narrative about you because you cause an injury to their ego. And rather than acknowledging maybe where they went wrong in a situation, the fact that you called them out is going to make them want to crush you, destroy you, because you exposed them. Those are the demons that are operating in their mind, right? They cannot see anything past themselves. Y'all, we gotta wake up. Like, this is a straight up spiritual war. This is light versus darkness. Empaths versus narcissists. God's people versus Satan's people. But I truly believe that when you're about to level up and you're on the verge of your breakthrough, then the enemy is going to send that one final attempt to take you down. But when you've dealt with a narcissist and you've dealt with the betrayal of the narcissist or the smear campaign of the narcissist, that utter shock of dealing with someone that wasn't who you thought they were, and you hold on to God, you start understanding who you are as God's child. You recognize your authority. You start seeing things from a spiritual perspective, and you understand that all of this was a way to try to take you down and veer you off of your divine mission. You have to understand that the narcissist is just a house for darkness, okay? Yeah, they may have qualities that appear to be kind and good and nice, but that is all manipulation. That is straight up manipulation. These people are sick and twisted with the way their mind operates. They refuse to take accountability. They're unable to operate in the way that God has willed for his children. They only care about themselves. Like, that's it, straight up. Once you wake up, you're going to realize that these people who we call narcissists are just pawns for the enemy. They've got all this trauma and childhood wounds, and they were unable to process that, and they became the puppets of Satan. What many of us who have gone through or are going through narcissistic abuse forget to realize is that God defeated Satan, right? So you are God's child. You've got to grow that God inside of you and have him fight your battles. You need to stop focusing on what's happening in the third dimension and focus on your divinity. And you will understand that anybody that messes with one of God's children, it's not going to look good for them. But a lot of God's children don't realize that there is a protection through God. They don't claim it. And they become victims at the hands of the narcissist. And they focus their attention on what the narcissist did or what the narcissist said or how the narcissist treated them. When what they need to do is focus on the fact that God loves them. God will give them the strength. God will heal them. Do you understand? The enemy does such a great job that even post-narcissistic abuse, even after you leave the narcissist, the enemy still has a grip on the victim of the narcissist. But that person who is the victim needs to shift their attention and connect with the Most High, because the Most High will help them heal. Develop your relationship with Christ. Christ will help you heal. Through the blood of Christ will break all chains, all yokes, and all bonds. The best way to defeat the narcissist spirit is to not engage. Not engage. Let them be, give them to God, and focus your attention back on yourself. Heal the wound inside of you that was in vibrational alignment with that narcissist. And when I say that, for example, maybe you had a father wound, right? And you just jumped from relationship to relationship to relationship, and because you didn't value yourself, you opened up the door to the narcissist to enter into your life. Maybe in hindsight, you realize that there were a bunch of red flags that you didn't pay attention to. We all have been there. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be okay with being alone. Learn to date God. Learn to enjoy your alone time. Stop trying to fill your void through other people and allow God to fill that void inside of you so you can be whole and you can be complete. So when you do cross paths with a narcissistic person or someone that has those spirits operating inside of them, you immediately know, back off, retreat, abort mission. You're not going to deal with that person because you're not going to tolerate that behavior in your life anymore. Learn to take your power back. And I understand it sucks. You feel violated. You feel like you were that close to the devil when you're dealing with a narcissist. Now, it's your choice if you want to stay in that frequency of victim, okay? But that hurts. And it hurts. And it's draining. You can learn to shift your mind and shift into a mindset of victory. And be like, all right, I got such a big purpose in my life that enemy had to send a narcissist to take me down. I'm going to step into my power. I'm going to rise up again. And I'm going to be a better version of who I was before. Nobody going to dim my light ever again. You can heal from this. Like, the energy of healing is here. It's up to you to tap into it and bring it down. Ask God to help you rise up again. Speaking of rising up, if you're looking for resources to help you post narcissistic abuse, check out my ebook, 30 Days of Biblically Inspired Journal Prompts to help feed your spirit and get you rising up again. If you haven't liked and followed my page, go ahead and like and follow my page. I talk about the ascension journey. I talk about narcissistic abuse. I talk about God, stepping into your power, healing, and everything to help you step into this new earth that we're trying to birth. If you're looking for resources to help you heal post-narcissistic abuse, check out Rising Up, 30 days of biblically inspired journal prompts to help feed your spirit. Take your power back and defeat the narcissist. The link to the ebook is in the description below. If you know you have a bigger purpose in life and are looking to transform your passion into passive income, check out my free ebook, Find Your Purpose and Build Your Heart-Centered Online Business. The link to the free ebook is in the description below.